What are some of the global trends and technologies that are likely to be relevant, for homegrown data center market? Any trends which we want to look at and we can, apply out here?
So global trend from a data center perspective, if you see when 2 years ago when we started the company, we were saying that India is a very under utilized market from a power perspective. As Bhaskar said, that we've been at 275, 300 megawatt. And when we did the research, we found that it should be 3 to 7 times more the data center should be there. This is on the consumption and the data increase. So when you say the global trend, yes, the technology is changing. Earlier we have a very small footprint in each rack of 2 to 3 kilowatt, but now today we are talking about the memory dense and CPU dense systems coming up, and they will be eating more power and generating more thrust and throughput, so that the people want to densify, and especially the hyperscalers, when we are talking to them, they want to bring their own hardware. So global trend is the hyperscalers want to come to India to serve the local customer. As Kamal and Bhaskar said, a lot of explosion happened, and you have to understand that India is not only dependent on the global market and trend. So one of the things is happening in India is the post we started doing this, the large data center park, the park policy started coming up. So government also started listening and understanding that when they're talking about digital India, yes, they need to create some of the ecosystem for not only the Indian players like us to start and get motivated to bring the capex intensive industry investment like data center, but also the foreign companies should come. So including the chip maker or including the hyperscaler thinking about building their data center. And that is one of the trend which also enable the all the local ecosystem, be it as enterprise, banking, pharma and all. But there's one more thing which is attracting to the global trend is the Indian startup. So we launched our data center in the midst of COVID in July last year, and we've onboarded more than 150 customers, which is having a bunch of colo customer, enterprise customer, but there are a lot of startup companies out there. So when you talk about the global trend which are changing it, that today the data center, contemporary data centers are running on a different platform, and there are two generations of hardware being changed in the, especially in the MEP side when we talk about electrical, mechanical. So those kind of refresh will also bring a lot of efficiency in your data center. So that is one of the driver where the international companies are thinking that yes, now the new technology is also been adopted, whether it is a existing brownfield data center to be upgraded or a greenfield data center like we are building. So most of the places you see the India is, when it comes to the technology adoption, it will take little time to start up. But our volumes are so high that the adoption happened at a very faster pace. If you have seen and vouched for the Geo, the data boom actually happened over there, that everybody is enabled, and that's where the OTT player started flourishing. So it's a complementing to each other, that not only the global influences, but we also influence the global technology. So there is a technology change happening in the system side, storage side, in the network side, and also in the MEP side. And there is a building construction we are promoted with a large realtor. We understand on the construction side, we've been involved in data center construction in India itself for last 15 years. And now what we are building at the more up to the market and latest in the best breed of technology, where the economy comes, the strength comes, the reliability comes, and so on and so forth. So it's a more of a cohesive change amongst everybody, not only the third part of the global, but it is also parting us in this growth.